Today I'm joined by Claudia, who is currently renting a vehicle with HyreCar and driving in the Los Angeles area. So, Claudia, do you mind telling me a little bit about yourself and maybe the ride share or food delivery services that you currently drive with, and how long have you been driving within the gig economy?
So I live in Los Angeles for about 26 years. I'm driving in the gig economy. I started out with Uber and Lyft, and I do Grubhub on the side, and I do this all together since it exists, like 5 years. And Grubhub I just started recently, and now with this whole COVID thing, I do mostly deliveries Grubhub. I do very little Uber and Lyft.
Right. Okay.
And I'm very happy with it. I love to be of service, and I write little thank you notes on every bag. That's what I do. I like it. It's good, and it's a good income.
Absolutely.
Thanks to
That's great. Yeah. So, which service would you say you are enjoying the most, and why would you say you're enjoying that service the most?
Grubhub, because I can bring food to people. I put a smile on people's faces. I have contact with people, but not like contact, not in the car. It's like a very friendly exchange. And usually it's a happy exchange because I bring something people want, and so people are happy. It makes me happy to make someone happy. So if that makes sense, and I have no
Yeah,
complaints. Yeah, and it's a good income. I'm being of service, making a good income.
that's
So
incredible to hear, and a very optimistic way of looking at it, which is, I'm sure, it makes things a lot easier. So that's great to hear. So how much would you say you have been earning on average on a weekly basis?
$1,000 a week. Yeah,
1,000 a
like
week. That's
$1,500 a
incredible.
week. Yeah,
Incredible.
yeah.
And have you noticed that customers are actually tipping more during recent times with coronavirus?
You know, um, I make a lot of tips, but because I don't usually do Grubhub that much, I couldn't compare it to more or less. But I get real good tips. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
And
I
I'm
usually
sure
it's higher than my income. So by about 30%.
the
Yeah.
the tips are higher than your income.
Yep.
Wow, that's
Always.
amazing. And I'm sure that definitely, has to do
Yeah.
with your incredible customer service that you're offering to these people as well. I'm sure that plays into this whole, earning potential for yourself, which is amazing to hear.
Well, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Of course, of course. Customer service is always customer is king. Is number one.
yep,
If I'm not, it's a give and take. So
yep, awesome. So how many hours a week have you been working on average?
on average, I do work 60 hours.
60 hours, okay. Full workload. And would you say that there are certain days or times that are more profitable to you as a driver?
Usually, so the weekends are really good and evenings are really good. And then during the week, it really varies. Usually, Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and evenings are really good. Yeah.
Monday, Friday, and Saturday evenings.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And
Sunday,
that's pretty.
yeah.
Sunday
Sunday is,
too.
yeah,
Got
Sunday
it.
too.
Has there been any changes to that more recently? With people staying home a lot more with coronavirus, the whole pandemic going on.
Changes in regards to the timing or changes in regards
Y-
to,
Yeah, changes in regards to the demand that you're seeing from customers. Is it fairly consistent throughout the week now, or are you still seeing that Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are still more popular?
it's still, the weekends are still more popular. That hasn't changed. That's still the same pattern because
Okay,
people are in a pattern. It's pretty much the same. Yeah.
got it. Okay, that's really good information to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
That's,
um, What major changes to your day to day as a driver have you noticed since the coronavirus pandemic started?
The only thing is there's no traffic. Everything else is the
That,
same. Haven't stayed home one day. Haven't. I worked. I always get up at 6 in the morning. Nothing has changed. In my routine has nothing changed. Just when I'm driving, you know, and people are a little nicer. They're
mm,
a little nicer. I would say it's less entitlement. That's what I, as a driver, see. Yeah.
mhm. Well, that's
Yeah.
great. People are a little more
Yeah.
appreciative, I'm sure, for your services, and that's incredible.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so it sounded like you mentioned that you had driven for rideshare in the past, of course, and Grubhub was more of just like a thing that you would do on the side. But do you plan to continue driving for Grubhub or food and grocery delivery services after the COVID-19 pandemic is
That's
over?
Yes, definitely. I'm gonna make that my main thing. I love it.
That's
I
amazing.
really,
Okay,
enjoy it. Yeah, I love it. I like it. Yeah,
got it. That's amazing. Okay, great.
good thing.
And you'd say the primary reason behind that is just the way that it kind of makes you feel as a driver is you mentioned that it makes you feel great, delivering food and making people happy. So would you say that that has to do, in large with why you're going to stick with food delivery, or is it more so for like the earning potential and the tips that you're experiencing?
No, because it's a package deal. It's all of it together. Because I
Okay,
love to be, I have to be of service. If I don't feel that I do something which is being of service or doing something which benefits a greater good, I can't do it.
got
Just
it.
is what it
Okay,
is.
that's amazing. Okay, great. And so, to kind of touch a little bit more on your experience with hire cars, how did you find HyreCar, and what was the experience like getting started?
So that was a funny story. I was driving an Uber car and I was driving a customer and he said, "What car is this?" And I said, it's from Enterprise over Uber. He said, "No, you need to get a hire car." And I was like, "What's that?" So he said, "Okay, when you drop me off and we're gonna take a few minutes, I'm gonna download the app with you and you're gonna look at it." That's how I got to it, and I switched immediately and haven't changed since. So
That's incredible.
I'm with you guys for over a year now, and I'm very happy because everything is very, very smooth. The communication is smooth. There's no problem with anything. It's incredible insurance. That's what's the most important for me. It's reasonable and it's incredible. It's not. It's just everything is like very professional handled. When I call, I get an answer. There's always somebody available. Yeah.
Well, we love to hear that, and it's extremely important to us that we support you guys and try and make things as easy as possible for you out on the road and getting into a vehicle, and providing you with the correct insurance so that you can, in fact, drive with any rideshare or food delivery service. So it's great to hear that feedback. So I guess to wrap things up a little bit, what type of advice would you have for other people who are thinking about getting started with food, grocery, or package delivery services, in the recent times?
So what I would first of all, I would say go to HyreCar because you're insured, you get a nice car, you have great customer service. That's the first thing, and then you'd have to be customer oriented. You have to be grateful and do a little extra. It doesn't have to be, I have little thank you notes that I put on the packages that I write handwritten thank you notes. That's what I
It's
do,
genius. It's
and I
genius.
get 99-cent store, and all I write in is I handwrite it. It's an empty note. I don't pre-print it. It's handwritten. It's a little extra. And while I wait for the food, I can write a little note and I clip it. I have a little stapler, all from the 99-cent store. And I clip it on the back outside, and and people appreciate it, and it's just, I like to do it. So
Got
you
it.
have, and go to customers. Don't drop it like outside. Make the extra effort to drop it in front of their like door, or call them, send them a note. I dropped it off. Take just a little extra step. You don't have to
Yeah.
go out of your way, but customer service. Very important.
Yep. The handwritten letters definitely, go a long way. So I'm sure
Yeah,
that people really,
definitely.
really enjoy receiving their meals or their groceries from you. And we personally thank you very much for working with us here at HyreCar. And we're excited to continue working with you and support you during your time on the road, driving with food and grocery delivery services. And if there's anything else you need from us, you can always reach out, and we're here for you. So thank you again for your time today. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll be in touch soon.
Okay, you as well. Thank you so much, Reese.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Bye.